Bill Hanks, founder, CEO, Human.
Hey, how's it
Good to
going?
see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you too.
All right, brother. Hit us with your top 3 hacks for 2025.
Well, the first one is multiple hacks, if you want to put it that way.
Stack the hack.
Yeah. Stack the hack.
Give us a stack.
So the stack I'm really enjoying and I'm seeing a lot of benefit is putting together different modalities.
Yep.
And we hear about the great benefits of PEMF, and we hear about the great benefits of hyperbaric, and we hear the great benefits of red light, and then even methylene blue. But what if you put all of those together, right? And so what we've seen in clinic and personal experience is by doing these things, you're preparing the cell for the nutrient. Like, so if you do PEMF, you flex the cell membrane, open up the ion channels, bring in nutrients. Well, oxygen's a nutrient, right? And so is red light, right?
Yep.
Red light's gonna boost the absorption of the oxygen. So start with PEMF, then move to a red light therapy session, and then follow it up with hyperbaric. So put those
Red
three
light, PEMF, hyperbaric.
Correct. And if you want to take it to the next level, do methylene blue. So methylene blue right before you do any of that. So
methylene blue
yes,
first.
yeah, methylene blue, because it's got to get in your system.
Then PEMF.
Yeah,
Then red light.
yeah.
And then hyperbaric.
One thing on the methylene blue I want to say is, like, you don't have to put it in your mouth and turn your whole mouth blue and all that stuff. Just swallow it and give yourself enough time to digest. So if you take it an hour or so before,
Yep.
and your pee starts to turn a little green and blue, then that kind of, it's in your system. And then, yes, add those modalities.
That's an awesome stack.
Yeah.
I'll be trying it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, let's talk about peptides, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about them. Personally, on my experience, I'm really interested in the bioregulators.
Yep.
Always dealt with kind of some major knee issue on one of my knees. I broke my femur, and it's just never really lined up. So I always have issues with that. A stack with Thymolin to kind of help with the immune system. And I like Thymolin a little bit better than Thymosin alpha.
Yep.
So you bring that in, lower the inflammation, boost the immune system. In fact, last week I kind of had a cold, and it lasted about 2 days. Normally a cold will last me, sometimes up to 7-8 days. And I was taking Thymolin at the same time. It hit me, but not as hard.
Okay.
But then that Cardilax and the bioregulator really made a big difference.
Awesome.
And then, of course, the GLP-1s.
Yep.
And then the GLP-1s are just amazing, even in a moderate dose.
Yeah.
I think that's what people are
That
missing.
seems to be the consensus we're hearing is finding a nice moderate dose.
Yeah, one that's not going to, overwhelm yourself and like lose
Suppress
muscle.
appetite too much.
Yeah, exactly.
I've made that mistake where I've gone a little too far.
Yeah,
I couldn't eat enough to save my life.
right. You don't feel
And
like
I'm training hard.
Right. So just enough to give you that metabolic health. You can mix all of the different ones. You can try just semaglutide, the GLP-1, or the tirzepatide, or the retatride.
And number 3 is data tracking.
Yes. The most important one, I'll leave the best for last.
If
So
only somebody, Bill, had created a platform to track the data.
Right. So we at Human, we're one of the first to join up with you guys.
Awesome.
And I really think as people use your tool and use other tools and bring it all together.
Yep.
I mean, how nice is it to go visit your doctor and have all of your blood work in one place?
Yep.
I just did a pre-novo scan. I dropped that in there instead of like putting it on a file. So all my medical information is going in one location.
Yep.
And then, hey, what are we going to do when we get AI with this, right? And then
It's
we
coming.
take it to the next level, right?
Right on.
So, yeah.
So, Bill, you got your practices set up in the greater Houston area now, correct?
Yeah, greater Houston area.
Awesome. And so if you're in the Houston area, how do people find Bill?
They can just go to our website, which is Be Human. We spell it a little bit different, which is BEHUEMN.
Yeah.
And you can find us there. Or you just search hyperbaric in Houston, we'll pop up. So
Hey, you were one of the OGs in this game, Bill.
right.
We opened your center with all this stuff years before this was on anyone's radar. I was building the tracking software years before this was on anyone's radar. So it's been awesome working with you, brother.
Yeah, it's been a
And
journey.
here's to
It was
continue
like
to success.
2017 is when we started this game.
Right on,
so.
man. Good to see you again, brother.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.